And you're looking live at Yankee Stadium in New York, where tonight, the 1978 Stratomatic replay brings you to 1978 Ron Guidry, start number 6, as tonight it is the Texas Rangers taking on the New York Yankees. On the mound for the Texas Rangers will be John Matlack, and on the mound for the New York Yankees will be Louisiana Lightning Ron Guidry. Welcome to WPIX Yankee Baseball. Coming up next, it's John Matlack versus Ron Guidry. And again, we welcome you to Yankee Stadium in New York, where tonight it is a Friday night in the Bronx as the New York Yankees take on the Texas Rangers. Again, folks, we'll be doing a Stratomatic cards and dice replay. We'll be rolling the 20-sided die off, all the dice offline, and then we'll be entering in the Stratomatic computer system. Again, like what we did before the other day. There's no easy way to roll dice on here, and I don't want to use the generated casino dice that we have in the system. I think you get a better rolling from actual dice. So if you hear me say rolling the Havoc dice, I'm actually making sure the computer AI doesn't try to steal, pinch hit, or replace a pitcher. I want to make sure that gets done first before I make any mistakes, because that will nullify any dice rolls if the computer AI decides to do any changes. Here is your Ranger lineup. It will be Mike Hargrove leading off at first, Bert Campaneris at short, Kurt Bavacqua is your DH, Risky Zisk is in right, Jim Sundberg behind the plate, Toby Harrah at third, Juan Benitez at short, Billy Thompson in left, and Bump Wills in second. On the mound is John Matlack. For the home Yankees, Lou Pennell in left, Mickey Rivers in center, and Reggie Jackson in right. Nettles at third, Dent at short, Randolph at second, and Chambliss at first. Behind the plate is Thurman Munson. On the mound, Ron Guidry, 5-0, 2.33 ERA, 23 hits in 39 innings, 10 walks, and 32 strikeouts. He's only given up one gopher ball. Let's look at Ron Guidry's starts. His last one wasn't one of his most proficient ones. He came off 2 great starts against Baltimore. In his last start, he went 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. In his 2 starts before that, he went 8 and 9 innings, only giving up 6 hits in those 2 games, 2 runs, and struck out 15. And the first start of the year was against Texas. He went 7 2/3. Gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts. And he got that, and he gave up his only home run of the year. I believe that was to Kurt Bavacqua in the opener. So here we go. Let's get this started from the stadium. It's Rangers, Yankees, Yankee Baseball right here on WPIX. Let's get this started, and let's do this from the stadium. Again, Ron Guidry on the mound for the Yankees. Let's go ahead and roll the Havoc. Make sure Hargrove's not going to bunt for a base hit or something. Nothing on the board. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. It's a 4-8 and a strikeout for Guidry. So Guidry gets Hargrove on strikes. That's the start Guidry wants. 1 away, and here's Bert Campaneris. Campaneris hitting .269, no homers, 7 RBIs. Let's put the Havoc roll. No bunting for base hits for Campy. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-6 pop to second. That will be Randolph. He'll come in and make the catch for out number 2. And now here's Kurt Bavacqua hitting .320, a home run, 10 RBIs. Only home run was against Guidry in the opener. Here at the stadium, ballpark singles are a 1. Left-handed home runs are 1 to 15. Righties are only a 1 to 8. So Bavacqua up, 2 outs, nobody on. Munson sets. Guidry looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Bavacqua. 3-5 and a walk. So Bavacqua's on again, a 2-out walk. Guidry's had some issues with walks already. He's walked already 11 in 39 innings. And now here is Richard Zisk. Zisk on the year, hitting 282, home run and 7 RBIs. Zisk, a right-handed hitter. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in and gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-12. Ground ball to third. That's a good play by Nettles. He comes up and throws a strike to Chambliss. And the Rangers are done in the first. Let's go to the bottom of the first. No score. For the Rangers defensively, Thompson in left, Beniquez in center, Zisk in right. Hara at third, Campaneris at short, Wills at second, and Hargrove at first. Behind the plate is Jim Sundberg. On the mound, John Matlack. He's 0-3. ERA of 5.46. Remember, in 1978, Matlack was 15-13, 2.30 ERA. So he had a great year. 39 hits in 30 innings, walked 4, struck out 14, has given up 2 home runs. In Matlack's start again on opening day against the Yanks, where he did lose, let's go over his numbers. He went 7 1/3. He gave up 9 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. And his last start, he got a no decision. He went 7 2/3. 10 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, and got out with an NB. So here's the Yankee lineup. Rivers, Randolph, Munson, Jackson, Piniella, Chambliss, Nettles, Cliff Johnson's your DH, and Bucky Dent's your shortstop. Here's Mick the Quick. He's hitting 232, no homers, 5 RBIs. Sundberg sets the sign. Here's the pitch to Rivers. That's a 4, that's a 10, and that's a leadoff walk to Mick. So Mick is on with a walk. Sundberg is a -4. Matlack is a +3. So it's a -3 for Rivers to get that lead. So he'll try for the lead out of 1-16. Does he get it? Yes, he does. He gets the lead. There goes Rivers. He is safe for the 14. So Mickey Rivers steals second, and he's in scoring position. Now here's Willie Randolph, hitting 295, a home run, and 14 ribbies. Sundberg sets in the target. Matlack working from the stretch. Runner on second, nobody out. Here's the pitch. 6-5, fly ball shallow center. That's Beniquez, comes in and makes the catch, and Rivers will hold with 1 away. Here's Thurman Munson, hitting 325, no homers, 15 RBIs. One of hotter Yankees with average. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack from the stretch. Runner on second, 1 out. Rivers take a healthy lead off second. Here's the pitch to Munson. 3-2 is a walk. So Yankees taking advantage of Matlack's early control issues. 2 on and 1 out. And here's number 44, Reginald Martinez Jackson. Jackson hitting 262, average starting to come up a bit. 4 home runs, 10 RBIs, 2 on, 1 out. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack working from the stretch, and here's the pitch. And that's a 6-6, struck him out. Jackson a big strikeout with 1 away. Now that's 2 outs, and now with 2 outs, the Yankees need a 2-out base hit, and that's going to have to be Lou Piniella. Piniella's a little bit clutch. He gets a hit at 2-5. Piniella hitting 232, a home run, 6 ribbies. He is your left fielder today. Sundberg sets a target. Matlack from the stretch gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 1-8 is a ground ball to short. Good play by Campaneris. He'll come up throwing to Hargrove. Makes the play in the Yankees strand 2. No runs, no hits. 2 walks, 2 left. At the end of 1, no score. Top of the second here at the stadium. So top of the second here, it will be Jim Sundberg, followed by Toby Hara and Juan Beniquez here on WPIX. So Jim Sundberg ready to hit, 333 hitter, a home run, 8 RBIs, having a good hitter offensively. Munson sets the target. Guidry with the pitch, and that's going to be a 3-8, and that's a strikeout for Sundberg. Sundberg usually pretty tough to strike out, and Guidry gets one by him. So Guidry with strikeout number 2, and now here is Toby Hara hitting 206, having a very slow year, only 2 extra base hits, 5 RBIs, 10 walks, but he swiped 5 bases. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the windup to Hara. 4, 6 is a single on 1 to 9. That's an 11. That's a line drive right at Dent. So Dent had him played perfectly, and that's the second out here in the second inning. So now for the Rangers, Juan Benitez, starting center fielder, hitting .238, 2 homers, 13 RBIs. Collier, lefty platoon. He's a right-handed hitter against lefty platoon guy. He's a 2L, hits lefties a little bit stronger. He comes up batting from the right-hand side. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Benitez. 4-2 is a ground ball back to the mound. Guidry fields it like a cat. He's got it. Throws it to Chambliss. 3 up, 3 down. Go to Rangers. Inning and a half of the books. No score here in the Bronx. So we go to the second inning. No score here at the stadium. It will be Chambliss, followed by Nettles and Johnson. Chambliss, one of the hotter Yankee hitters, hitting .300. Only 3 extra base hits, though, in 90 at-bats. 8 RBIs. The Yankee team has struggled getting some bigger hits. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack from the windup, and here's the pitch to Chambliss. That's a 5-9. That's a skies in the right field. Zisk is there, comes in, and that's out number 1. 1 out in the second. So now here is Greg Nettles hitting .263, 2 homers, 9 RBIs. Against a little slow start for Nettles. He has 7 extra base hits, 4 doubles, a triple, and 2 homers. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack with the windup, and here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 1-10. That's a single. It's in the field for Nettles, right up the middle where it belongs. So a 1-out base runner for Nettles, first hit for the Bombers, and here is Heathcliff Johnson. .214, 2 homers, 3 RBIs, gets the start at designated hitter. Sundberg sets. Matlack now working from the stretch. They're holding Nettles on. Nettles taking a little bit of a lead off. Matlack looks in, gets the sign, checks. Here's the pitch to Heathcliff Johnson. 4-5, and that is a rope down the line for Heathcliff Johnson. That's down the line. That will be a double one. That's a 4-5. That's a triple on a 1-3, and it's cut off. So Cliff Johnson is cut off. Nettle should go first to third, and does. So the Yankees, first and third, 1 out now. That's their second hit of the inning. Rangers will now play the corners in Hara and Hargrove against Dent. We talked about Dent's struggles. He's hitting .211, 4 doubles, a home run, 10 RBIs. And if you were with us when the season started, Dent was absolutely on fire. But boy, he has cooled off incredibly. He started the season with a 4-5, a 6-game hitting streak, 5, 6, 8. He had 10 hits in the first 5 games. 16, 18, he was basically hitting 500. It was like 10 of 20. On the day on the 13th, which I did play, he was 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, 6 runs batted in, including a grand slam. Then his head exploded, and since then he is like 3 for like 20 something, and he has really struggled to find his hitting stroke. First and third, 1 out. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack from the stretch, and it's a wild pitch. There you go. That's why he rolled the havoc roll. It almost hits. Then it goes all the way to the screen. Wild pitch for Matlack. Yankees lead 1-0. So Johnson at second, 1 away, 1-0 New York. So now Dent has a chance to, as the Yankees get a cheap run here. So Sundberg now sets the target. Matlack must have crossed up Sundberg from the stretch. Here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 1-4 line drive right at Campaneris. Johnson heads back for out number 2. Here's Rivers. He walked his first time up. Again, he's kind of anti-clutch, has 2 antis in the 2 column. Sundberg sets. Matlack from the stretch gets the sign. Runner on second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. All 6s. I believe that is going to be a single on a 1. It is a 6, and that's a line drive at Bump Wells to end the inning. Yankees get 1 run, 2 hits, score 1 on a wild pitch. Through 2, 1-0 Yanks. Top of the third, come here at the stadium. Bleacher Bum Gaming, welcome aboard at Yankee Stadium, WPIX. Televised game between the Yankees and Rangers. Ron Guidry start, number 6. And now let's get this going here. So now top of the third, Thompson the batter, top of the third. Guidry on a proverbial roll right now. 2 innings, nothing across. Thompson hitting .71, 14 bats only with an RBI. Right-handed batter. Munson sets the target. Guidry with the windup. Here's the pitch. 2-8, struck him out. Another strikeout for Guidry. That slider just went away from him, and that's going to be out number 3. Here's Bump Wills, shortstop, and Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in from the windup. Bump Wills, 175, only 2 RBIs on the season, stole 5 bases. He stole 52 on the season. Wills, son of Maury Wills, switch hitter from the right-hand side, just like Ken. Guidry looks in, gets a sign from Munson, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-6, and Wills struck him out. So Guidry again gets that slider over and away. That's 4 in 2 2/3. And now here's Hargrove. He struck out his first time up. He's normally a hard man to strike out. He struck out 48 times in the 78 season. He's only struck out 5 times here in the replay, and Guidry got one of them. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Hargrove. 2-10. That's a ballpark single on a 1. That's a 12. Line drive right at Randolph for the third out, and Ron Guidry coaxed through the third inning. 2.5 in the books. It is 1-0 New York. Randolph will be followed by Munson and Jackson. Randolph the batter. He is 0 for 1. Flied out his first time up. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack looks in with the sign. Here's the pitch to Willie. Willie on a 3-6. That's a screamer down the line. Now go out, hop the wall. Randolph tried for 2. That's a double, 1-7. That's a 3 on the 20. And Randolph scoots in the second with a double. So Randolph starts off the third with a double. And now here's Thurman. He walked his first time up. Sundberg puts in the target, sets the signs. Matlack looks in, looks back at Randolph. Randolph being held, kind of being playing patty cake by Campaneris and Wilson. Make sure Randolph doesn't get a big lead out there. Munson sets. Here's the pitch from Matlack. 4-10 ballpark single. That's a 9 on a 4-10. Again, a ballpark single, and Munson just hits a weak liner that Campaneris Randolph holds. Here's Jackson. He's 0 for 1. He'll be followed by Piniella. Jackson struck out his first time up. Reggie really needs to get in the 1 here. Sundberg sets. Matlack from the stretch again looks back at Randolph. Goes in the set. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a 5-6. Struck Jackson out. Jackson down on strikes. Looking. So that's 2 outs here in the third. And here's Lou Piniella. Pinella's 0 for 1. He grounded out his last time up, so Randolph stranded at second after a leadoff double. Sundberg puts down the target, puts in the signs for Matlack. Matlack's not fooling anyone. Does not strike out a lot of guys. 51 walks, 157 innings. So again, a 3-to-1 ratio, strikeouts to walks. So not bad there. Piniella the hit, 2 outs, runner on second. Sundberg sets. Matlack from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 5-7, ground ball second. That is Bump Wills with the first chances of the game. Wills is a 319. Let's roll the range. It's a 10. He fields it, and on an 8, he makes the play, and the Yankees will strand Randolph at second. We played 3. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. He was the one responsible for holding Randolph at second. That is an automatic single, 2 stars, and Piniella knocks in a run. That is that hold effect, and the Yankees score a run. So Piniella, as Wills was holding the runner, that pushed him into a 4. So any pound sign gives you the single 2. So the Yankees up by 2. So now that was a big play. Chambliss now the hitter. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack feels like he just got rigged a bit. And Piniella, and Matlack tried to pick him off, but Piniella not going anywhere. Let's make sure I'm not the one managing. New York was managed by the computer. That's why Piniella was trying to steal. Let's make Texas managed by the computer and see if that changes anything. Here's Chambliss. He's 0 for 1. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-10, and that is a rope in the right field for a base hit. Hard hit from Chambliss. That is a double 1-3. 11's a single. Piniella will go to third. I believe he gets third automatically, and does. So first and third, 2 outs, and here's Nettles. A little bit clutch. He hits it on a 3-3. See if the Yankees can get a big run here. They have 5 hits through 2 2/3 on Matlack. Matlack looks in, gets the sign. Chambliss is being held by Hargrove. Sundberg sets. Here's the pitch to Nettles, and that's a 2-9 ground ball to first. Nice play there by Hargrove. Takes it to the bag, and the Yankees can only score 1 through 3, 2-0 New York. So in the 4th inning here, you know what? I have not been since we don't live there. I have not been down there yet, but I know it's not in business anymore. So I know it's not there. So, but I rarely have not been to the local convenience store across the street once or twice. But when I work, I'm usually working, and I'm usually go that far, especially with the high heat we've been having. So I don't really venture too far out. So top of the 4th, here is going to be Campaneris, Bevacqua, and Zisk. 2-0 Yanks. Bevacqua the batter. It will be Cappy, Bevacqua, and Zisk. Guidry so far through 3 has been very good. Only 1 walk so far. Cappy the batter. Munson sets. Guidry, the windup. Here's the pitch. 4-8. Got him on strikes. Campaneris struck out. And he is hard to strike out, too. He only struck out 37 times in 269 at-bats. That's strikeout number 5. So far, Guidry seems to be on a roll. Here's Bevacqua. Walked his first time up. Munson sets the target. Guidry with the windup and the pitch. 4-8. Righty got him on strikes. He gets Bevacqua. Another 2 strikeout inning for Guidry. And now here is this. That is 6 for Guidry through 3 2/3. Now Zisk, the batter, 0 for 1, hit into a force out. Munson sets the target. Guidry with the windup. Here's the pitch to Zisk. 4-8. Got him on strikes. Guidry strikes out the side. The fans were chanting and clapping. Guidry strikes out the side. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Yanks. Cliff Johnson, Bucky Dent, and Mickey Rivers. The bat for the Yanks here at the bottom of the 4th. The Yanks 2 runs, 5 hits, Rangers nothing across the board. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack looks in. Here's the pitch to Big Heathcliff. 3-12 home run, 1-8. Deep drive left center field. Way back goes Thompson. Beniquez gone. Home run. And hey, Cliff Johnson, this bud's for you. As Cliff Johnson hits his 3rd home run of the year. Yankees lead 3-0 as that one was launched to deep left center field. So home run, Cliff Johnson. And that's your Miller highlight home run of the day. So now the Yankees with a 3-0 lead here in the 4th as Cliff goes deep. Sundberg behind the plate for Matlack. Matlack looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Dent. 2-11 fly ball right field. That Zisk makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Mickey Rivers, 0 for 1. He walked and lined out. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack with the windup and the pitch. This will be a 1-5, and Rivers walks. He stole a base back in the 1st inning. Let's see if he takes the chance here again. Does he go for the steal? 1-16. No, he doesn't get the lead. So he doesn't get it. Runner on first, 1 out. Randolph comes up. He's flied out, and he's doubled. Randolph now sitting at an even 300. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack looking in from the stretch. Rivers on at first. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a 2-6, and Randolph works the walk. So Matlack has to be mumbling himself. Now he's getting squeezed, especially with Randolph. 2 on and 1 out. The Yanks looking to really break this open here. And here's El Capitan, Thurman Munson, 321 and 15 RBIs. 2 weeks from now is the unfortunate anniversary for Thurman. I usually try to do something based on that. And boy, does that seem long ago. August the 2nd, 1979, we lost the captain. We're now in 2021. 2 on, 1 out for Munson. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-9 ground ball to short. Munson dead rolled him in his good column. Campaneris flips at the Wills. The Hargrove double play ends the inning. Yankees score 1 on a big Heathcliff bomb at the end of 4. 3-0 Yanks. We go to the 5th. We're constantly between 98 and about 100 degrees almost every day. We've days 103, 104. So yeah, it's been really hot at times. A little bit raining here, so it's hopefully it'll cool things off. Wednesday and Thursday nights are my overnight, so I'm getting a game in before I kind of get a little bit of sleep in before I work tonight, and then I'm off tomorrow. So I'm working mostly in the afternoons, but I do cover 2 overnights. So last night was good. Hopefully tonight's the same way. Sundberg to hit, top of the 5th, 3-0 Yanks. Munson sets the target now. Guidry working his 5th inning. Here's the pitch to Sundberg, 4-7, and he draws a walk. So Sundberg drew a walk on that 4-7. How many 4-7 walks has Guidry had this year? That so far for Guidry is walk number 12, second of the day. He's walked 2, struck out 7 in 4+. So here's Hara. He's 0 for 1. He usually has a really good eye. Let's see if he can help work a walk too. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in from the stretch, looks back at Sundberg. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-6. Struck him out. So another strikeout for Guidry. His last 4 outs have been strikeouts. That is strikeout number 8. And here's Benitez. He grounded out his last time up. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch looks in. Here's the pitch to Benitez. 5-10 ground ball to short. Let's see if they can get 2 from Dent. Dent is a 2-14. Please roll high on the number. It's an 11. That's a G1 on a 12 double play. Bet the Randolph to Chambliss, and that's all for the Rangers. No runs or walk. Nobody left after the double play. 3-0 Yanks. Last of the 5th. So 3-0 last of the 5th. And the Yanks are so far in cruise control. So here is Jackson followed by Pennell and Chambliss, lefty, righty, lefty, against the left-hander John Matlack. So Matlack on the mound, his 5th inning of work. He looks in, gets a sign from Sundberg. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-9 fly ball into right field. Jackson struggles, still continues when I use him. He's 0 for 3, makes the catch. Here's Pennella. Pennella is 1 for 2, single to run back in the 3rd. Yankees holding on to a 3-0 lead, 1 out here, bottom of the 5th inning. This game is official in case we get any weather. Sundberg sets the target. John Matlack looks in with the sign. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a 2-8 from Pennella. The popped it up. Campaneris is there, comes in, makes the catch for out number 2. Here is Chris Chambliss. He's 1 for 2 so far. Chambliss has flied out and single. Boy, his bat has been really picking up nicely for the Yanks so far. Every time we look at Chambliss in the replay game, he has been really exceptional, and he's hitting the ball really well. He's had hits in most games. He had a point where on the 30th, 1st, and 2nd of this month, he went 2 for 5, 3 for 4 in games. So he's really been hitting really hard lately. So now Chambliss with another hit in this one. He's 1 for 2. No men on, 2 men out. Matlack with the windup. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. Right on cue, 3-6, base hit Chambliss. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game. Another 2-hit game for Chris. He's on at first with 2 outs. And here is Nettles. Nettles 1 for 2, runs scored. Again, we'd like to sing our condolences to the family of Dick who he lost just recently. As I'm sure during the RJL replay, he'll be in the games, and I'm sure he's on my bullpen somewhere. Didn't realize he had such a contributing factor to baseball and the San Francisco Giants in leading them to those 3 championships. I honestly did not know that. Sundberg behind the plate sets the target. Matlack looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Nettles. 6-7, got him on strike. Nettles kind of looked at that one inside corner and walks away. That's out number 2. And here is Thompson. Oh, that's it for the Yanks. Sorry, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left through 5. It is 3-0 Yanks. Top of the 6th coming up here for the Rangers. Thompson, Wills, and Hargrove. Again, Yanks 3 runs on 7 hits. The Yankees 3 runs on 7 hits. Texas, nothing across on the board. Guidry so far in the ball game, 5 innings, 2 hits, and 8 strikeouts. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks on, and here's the pitch to Thompson. 5-6, struck him out. Thompson swung over that slider. Strikeout number 9. And again, he's 1 strikeout away from multiple 10-plus strikeouts. He did it just earlier this week, I believe, against. He did it once. He struck out 8, 3, 12, and 6 so far in the season. 12 was against Baltimore. We pitched 2 fantastic starts. Monson sets the target. Bump, Wills looks in. Here's the pitch to Wills. 5-11, fly ball left field. Oh, that's Piniella. That's the next chance. That could be trouble. Pinella's a 3-12. It's a 1-6 base hit. It's a 6 and drops in front of Piniella. Oh, yeah. Base hit. Wills drops in front of him. Piniella had him play too deep. He hit it off the end of the bat. Piniella tried to make a sliding catch, but he couldn't. And Wills is on base. That's the first hitting against Guidry in 5 1/3 innings. So now here's Hargrove, 0 for 2. Hargrove has struck out and lined out. Munson sets the target now. Guidry looking in, working from the stretch. They're not gonna try to run Wills in this situation. Here's the pitch to Hargrove. 4-9, ground ball to shortstop. Let's see if they can erase that with a double-bladed Dent. Dent's got it. Dent's a 2-14. Let's roll the range. It's a 19. That's an easy double play ball. It's a 15, and Dent bobbles it. Oh, my gosh, and Dent bobbles it and right off the arm, and the Rangers now with 2 on and 1 out. So Hargrove is on, and now Guidry kind of paces off the mound. 2 on, 1 out in the 6th for Campy. Campy has popped up and struck out. Guidry needs to work his way out of this inning now. Tying runners on. Campy, no really big threat to hit a home run ball, but he does have an auto triple sitting on there. I believe he's not powered up either, so Guidry is kind of safe in that case. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-7, fly ball in the center field. That is Rivers. He comes in and makes the catch for the 2nd out. So now here's Bavacqua. He's 0 for 1, walked back in the 1st. Can Guidry work his way out of it? He gave up a little tweener, hit the Wills. Hargrove got on the air. There's 2 outs. Anything after this should be unearned anyway. Guidry from the stretch gets the sign. Munson puts down the target. Here's the pitch to Bavacqua. 3-2 is that was close. 3-2 is a single on a 1 and 2. Roll the 3. That's it for Bavacqua. So no runs, 1 hit, a walk, 1 error, I should say. Through 5 1/2, it's 3-0 Yanks. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Wow, what a start here. So last of the 6. Gator just mowing through everyone right now, pitching extremely well. Here is Johnson, followed by Dent and Rivers. Johnson hit that long home run his last time up, single back in 2nd. So far, he's 2 for 2 in the DH spot. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack looks in. Here's the pitch to Heathcliff. 5-8, got him on strikes. This time, Matlack went away in the change of pace, and Johnson looked foolish on that one. 0 for 1 in the 6th. Here's Dent. Dent's 0 for 2. Dent has lined out and flied out. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack with the windup and delivers. 4-10 That's a ballpark single only on a 1. That's an 8. That's a line drive to Campaneris, out number 2. So 2 outs. Here's Mick the Quick, 0 for 1, 2 walks and a stolen base. Rivers been on twice today. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack looks inside. Here's the change of pace probably. 5-5 ground ball to second. Rivers knew it too. He hits it to Wills. Wills comes up and throws a strike to Hargrove, and the Yanks are down to 6. 3 up, 3 down. Let's go to the 7th. 3-0 Yanks. So Zisk followed by Sundberg and Hara. Guidry through 6 innings is only given up 1 hit, 2 walks, and struck out 9. Munson puts down the target for Guidry. Guidry looks in the Zisk. Here it is. Here's the pitch to Zisk. 1-3, struck him out. Big strikeout for Zisk. And that, folks, is strikeout number 10 as the Yankee Stadium goes crazy here on a Friday night. Again, that's double-digit strikeouts for Guidry, second time this year. He's 10. He's 2 away from his 1978 high. Sundberg now, he's 0 for 1 with a walk. He looks in. Guidry looks like he just has that pinpoint control. Here's the pitch. 3-5, struck him out again. That's another strikeout on Sundberg. Strikeout number 11 for Guidry. 2 outs in the 7th. Here's Hara. He's lined out and struck out. It's almost like California Angel type performance for Gator. 2 outs here in the 7th. The Yankees lead 3-0. Munson sets the target. Guidry gets a sign from Hara. Here's the pitch on a 3-9 and walks. Oh, and Guidry can't believe it. Walks kind of away from the mound that time. That's his second walk. That's his third walk to go with 11 Ks. And here's Benitez. He's grounded out and grounded out in a double play. So 2 outs in the 7th. Guidry working from, Hara was trying to get a lead, but he couldn't get it. So again, that's why we roll Havoc first. So again, Hara leads off first. Benitez up. Munson sets the target. Guidry nods. Hara's being held. Here is the pitch to Benitez. 2-7 ground ball to short. He pitched him in his calm. He gave him the pitch he needed. Dan's got it. Pitches to Randolph, and that's all for the Rangers. Let's get up and stretch here at the stadium. Yankees 3, Rangers nothing. What a performance by Ron Guidry so far. So let's look at statistics for Guidry. 7 innings, 1 hit, 3 walks, 11 strikeouts. Matlack, 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. Not bad. 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Gave up the lone gopher ball to Cliff Johnson. Last of the 7th here at the stadium, Randolph followed by Munson and Jackson. The bat so far. So now, last of the 7th, here come the Yanks. Randolph so far is 1 for 2 with a double. That was back in the 3rd. He was stranded at that point. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack nods. Here's the pitch to Willie. 5-2 ground ball back to the mound. Matlack's got it. He gets it and throws a strike to Hargrove for out number 1. Here's Thurman. He's 0 for 2. He grounded out a double play his last time up. Again, he was dealt that dead roll in the 2 column, literally. All that stuff in the 2 column. Munson sets up. Hits up. Nobody, no man on, 1 man out. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack looks in, and here is the pitch to Munson. 4-11. What's on a 4-11? That's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. That's Matlack again. This time he's a 3-E27. This could be a problem for Matlack. It's a 6. He feels that he kind of fumbles it and throws. Got him. Oh, Matlack in E27 almost bit him. That's the 2nd out here in the 7th. And here's Jackson. He struck out twice and flying out as the boss and Billy Martin kind of just going over what to do. This is the guy that's supposed to stir the drink here in New York, and he's only had 4 home runs and 87 at bats. He has not yet provided the offense. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack looks in. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 4-4. There's a deep drive to right field. That is deep, but not deep enough. Zisk is at the warning track and makes the catch. Home run on a 1-4, rolled to 18. Let's go to the 8th. It is 3-0 New York. Thompson followed by Wills and Hargrove for the Rangers. Ron Guidry entering his point of weakness inning, so we'll have to watch him and see how he does here in the 8th inning. So now Bavon Now Thompson, the batter, he'll be followed by Wills and Hargrove. And they're going now with with Thompson and Wills. This will be batters 26 and 27. So he's pitched to the minimum, and Hargrove will be one above. So let's see what happens here. Munson sets in the target. Guidry nods, gets the sign. Here is the pitch to Thompson, who will bat. And the pitch to 8 struck him out. That's a big strikeout for Thompson. Strikeout number 12 matches his career, matches his 1978 high. And now here is Bump Wills, 1 out in the 8th. Wills has the lone hit in the ball game. That was a little Texas leaguer in front of Pinella his last time up. Munson sets in the target. Guidry at the windup. Here's the pitch to Wills. 2-8. Ground ball down the short. Dent's got it. Throws it the first 4 out number 2. So now here's Mike Hargrove. He's 0 for 3. 2 outs in the 8th. Guidry and the fans here in New York are just going crazy. The crowd so far, 47,000 to see Gator, and they are going crazy. Munson puts down the target. Guidry with the windup and the pitch for 7. Ground ball to second. Lefty hitter. Righty's a walk for 7 lefty. He gets it to Randolph. He's a 1-20. He's not going to give up a hit, but he could give up the error. 13, he fields it. But let's see what kind of throw he makes. Oh boy, on a 14, almost makes the error. Randolph throws him out. Nicely done. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Yankees lead 3-0. Pinella followed by Chambliss and Nettles. Righty, lefty against Matlack, who looks to go to this year here at the stadium on a Friday night. So here we go. Pinella will bat, followed by Chambliss and Nettles. Stay tuned for after the game, and we'll give you the next broadcast of Ron Guidry, 1978 baseball. That'll be start number 7, and where you can find the game. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack looks in, and here's the pitch to Pinella. 3-7 fly ball center field. Benitez there makes the catch, 1 out. So here's Chambliss, 2 for 3. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack with the windup and the pitch. 5-12. Ground ball down the first. Hargrove's had it, takes it to the bag himself. 2 outs. So now here is Nettles. He's 1 for 3 with the run scored as the Yankees try to add some insurance here. Matlack not pitching bad. Again, 7 hits, 4 runs, only 1 home run. That was the Johnson. Guidry just out pitching him. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack, here's the pitch. And a 6-10 ground ball to third. Hara is a 4E15. Lets the roll. It's a 6. That's a base hit on a 10. No error. Infield hit for Nettles. So Nettles gets the infield hit. So now the runner on first and 2 outs in the 8th. Here's Johnson. 2 for 3. Single in the second and homered in the 4th. Sundberg sets the target. Matlack from the stretch gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Cliff Johnson. 5-2 ground ball back to the mound. Good play by Matlack. He gets it and throws a strike to Hargrove. Let's go to the 9th. We go to the 9th. Yankees lead 3-0. Let's take a look at the Yankee bullpen and see how healthy we are. And Gossage and Ryle are both available. So they're both available for this one. Gossage gets loose, starts to throw hard. You could see him come out here. The batter comes in. Here we go. Top of the 9th coming up. So let's see what they do. They bat for Campaneris. It's a righty against Guidry. And they will bat with Campaneris. He's over 3 so far. Popped up, struck out, flied out. Munson sets the target. Guidry with the windup and the pitch. 5-6, struck him out. New career high for Guidry. He has 13. Holy cow, 13 Ks for Guidry. And now here's Bavacqua, 0 for 2 with a walk, struck out in the 4th. Again, this reminds me of the big performance he had against the Angels. 1 strikeout in the 9th. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks on. Here's the pitch to Bavacqua. 4-8, got him on strikes. That's a 2nd strikeout for Guidry. Fans just erupting here at the stadium. Strikeout number 14 for Guidry. And now here's Richie Zisk, 0 for 3. The fans just on their feet clapping for Gator. Guidry stays out there. There's no way you're going out and taking him out. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Zisk. Ground ball to second. Oh, everywhere else was a strikeout. Ground ball to second. Hits out Randolph. He's a 120. Again, he cannot give up a hit. It's a 3, so it's a hard play to second. On a 9, throws him out. The Yankees win. The Yankees win. The Yankees pull off a 3-0 shutout. Ron Guidry goes the distance. Holy field of dreams. Guidry, 9 innings, 1 hit, 3 walks, 14 strikeouts. And an absolute gem here for the Yanks. 47,000 all into this. Guidry wins. It goes 9, 1 hit, 3 walks, 14 Ks. ERA drops to 1.89. Matlack complete game, 8 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Doubles by Randolph, homers by Johnson, RBIs by Piniella and Johnson. Rivers had the stolen base, and one run scored by the Yankees was by a wild pitch. Again, they scored that one, but it was Cliff Johnson and Ron Guidry who was simply dominant. 1 hit and 3 walks in 9 innings. Guidry mowed down 14 Rangers, improving his ERA to 1.89. Left-handed Guidry lost a no-hitter to Bump Wills, who singled in 1 out in the 6th inning. The pitchers after that took over after the 4th inning. Neither team was able to score. Matlack was tough luck losser. He's now 0-4. Rangers dropped to 11-10, while the Yankees improved the 16-7. Again, let's take a look out at future game broadcasts for you if you want to watch the New York Yankees and Ron Guidry. So let's now pull up the bookmarks on my little phone. And now let's pull up the Ron Guidry start replay, and we'll be able to tell you where Ron Guidry will start in your future. So let's go ahead and get out of this real quick. Ball game over. Yankees win. The Yankees win. So let's look at the next scheduled game for Guidry. We'll go ahead and play a little out-of-town scoreboard until then, too. Kind of get you caught up. So now the Saturday games. Let's see. Let's do Saturday, Sunday. Guidry won't start there against Texas again. Monday, they're off. Tuesday, they'll play the Twins at home. That's Catfish Hunter. Wednesday, they play the Twins, and that is going to be no game on Wednesday. No game on Thursday. So really a short 1-game series with the Twins. So when the Twins come back in town, that's probably going to be a lot of doubleheaders for the Yanks. They don't play at all during that time. So let's see, does Guidry pitch next Friday night? No, he does not. Wow. So Guidry's next start is not until next Friday night in Kansas. Next Saturday night in Kansas City, which is going to be May the 13th. The game you just witnessed was May the 5th, so that's a lot of time. The game is on WPIX, so please take your channel listings for that one. We'll go ahead and put Guidry down as a manual start for that one, and then we'll go back into our May the 6th, and we'll go ahead and play all for the auto games. Let's go over the games as they fly by here, out-of-town scoreboard with our own version of the ticker. And then we'll give you standings and get you out of here. On Saturday, May the 6th, Boston beat Chicago 5-4. Tigers over the A's 6-1. Let's see what we're looking at here as we're going fast and furious through the games here in 1 second. Give me a moment. And once that's over, we'll go ahead and get you set up for Guidry's next start. Okay, let's go back. Tigers 6, A's 1, Royals 4, Brewers 1. Texas wins the Saturday game against the Yanks 3-2. White Sox over the Red Sox 7-6. Angels over the Indians 11-8. That's a hot Angel team. Minnesota over Baltimore 3-2. Mariners over the Blue Jays 8-3. Sunday, May the 7th, it was Boston over Chicago 9-3. It was California over Cleveland 4-3. Detroit over Oakland 4-1. It was Kansas City over Milwaukee 6-5. Orioles over Minnesota 7-2. Texas takes 2 out of 3 from the Yanks, wins the Sunday game 9-4, and the Mariners defeat the Blue Jays 8-5. Monday night, May the 8th, 1978, saw the Red Sox defeat the Royals 8-6. Going to Tuesday, May the 9th, Angels over the Tigers 2-0. Red Sox over the Royals 6-4. Twins over the Yankees 5-4. That's a 3-game losing streak for the Yankees. Toronto 4, Oakland 0. It was Seattle over Cleveland 3-2, while the Brewers took care of the Rangers 3-2. Wednesday, May the 10th. It was Boston over Baltimore 8-5. It was Chicago over Minnesota 7-6. It was Toronto 7, Oakland 4. It was Seattle 10, Cleveland 4. And it was Milwaukee 8, Texas 3. Thursday, May the 11th, Baltimore over Boston 3-2. And then the Friday games, which are right next to us, May the 12th, it was Texas over Baltimore 1-0. Cleveland over California 9-0, while Milwaukee handles Chicago 5-1. Yankees over the Royals, they finally got a win. They beat Kansas City in Kansas City 8-3. Oakland over Detroit 6-4, and Seattle over Toronto 5-4. And then in the games prior to our Yankee game on May 13th, the Twins over the Red Sox 9-1. It was Cleveland over California 2-0. Oakland over Detroit 9-2. Seattle over California 11-3. Texas over Baltimore 9-6, and the White Sox over the Brewers 3-2. That gets you set up for Yankee Baseball. Next time we're on the air, WPIX will present New York Yankee Baseball against the Kansas City Royals. So now let's go ahead and look at the stats before we send you out of here. The Yankees are in first place at 17-10. That's only 1 game ahead of the actual standings. The Brewers are 2 back. The Tigers are 2.5 back. The Red Sox are 2.5 back. They're starting to make a little bit of a run. In the West, the California Angels are 20-9, still best record in baseball. They are 3.5 ahead of the White Sox, 3.5 over the Royals, and the Rangers are 4 back. Well, folks, that's been a baseball game for the ages. Ron Guidry hits the Texas Rangers and strikes out a career high. Thank you, folks, for coming in. What a ball game. Thank you for everyone. We appreciate you coming out. Thank you. Going. We'll talk to you later. Have a good night and see you again.